Well, everyone learns English in Ukraine, and I had been learning it for 10 years, but I could only understand something, I could barely say something, so my level was that of a 2-year-old child. I had been learning it for 10 years. Now, it's important that you understand that the number of years that you have already put into the language at schools doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. 10 years, once a week, 40 minutes. And that makes no difference. Let me tell you something. When I really improved my English, that's where I started investing 2, 3, usually, sometimes it was even 1 hour a day. Watching series, listening to music, reading books, doing everything possible so that I find something that works for me. And I've tried stuff that didn't work at all, like doing exercise, trying to learn phrases, like lists of words and phrases. Only after around 6 months, I came across the best method for me. Watching series. And here's why. You can see stuff, there's video, audio, sometimes you can even read. The biggest thing in my opinion is the emotion part, the gestures and everything that comes through watching a real person talk and not reading a book. Don't learn English, live English. Your phone is in that language, the music, series, chats, and that's pretty much it. This is the only way you can ever speak any language fluently. There's no other way. And if you're looking for shortcuts, let me disappoint you, there's none. I don't know, unless you're waiting for a technology that's going to inject knowledge into your head and you're, like in Matrix. I highly recommend you finding something that you really love doing, scrolling through Instagram feed, watching YouTube, listening to music, any of that. And then start doing it in that language. It's easy. It's, I can imagine that 30 years ago it would have been slightly more difficult to learn any language because there was no internet. You could only have books and maybe some old tapes. Now you can talk to a person on the other end of the world. If you really want to speak that language and you're not just, thinking that you would like to, go ahead and do it today. Change your phone to that language. Just change the language on your phone. This is gonna be the first step, and here's why. Whenever you have your phone, your laptop, all the apps in English, and then when you smash the like button, that's when you really start to know that this language is a big part of your life and that you are immersed in that. Let me be clear, it's not gonna happen overnight like that, it's not gonna happen fast, but step by step, you're gonna get closer to your goal just because you will be trying stuff. And there's no magic. I'm going to share some tricks, I'm going to share some practical advice on how exactly I'm acquiring languages, but you should know that there's no other way than just going and doing stuff. And it's, we always fall into that trap of watching, listening to advice, but not doing. And this is, I think, in the 21st century, it's the biggest mistake. So don't watch other videos of mine, just go ahead and do stuff, okay? Go ahead, change the language on your phone now.